been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
A 1st down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Wilder. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, good game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
And defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover. gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They run the counter now on first down. Pushes him over. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Right back to him on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Wilder. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Wilder. Oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw on 3rd down, Wilder. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, Wilder. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
2nd and 8. Off play action. Wilder. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Wilder. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
First down, Baltimore.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. That is caught by Cohen. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Back to throw. Wilder. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he finds McLaurin. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Lawrence on 3rd down. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He finds his man, complete. It's Harper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 1st down. Wilder.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Flush to his right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares, because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, Make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Take it at the 37. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, 2. Hey, we got 4. Leo.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Not good at all. A punt of just 24 yards there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. On 1st and 10, Wilder.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at the 49. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Mike 10.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
7 yards, the pickup there.
60 out. Hey, box drop.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
10's the mic. 10's the mic.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready? 50. Play. X3. 218. Chop. 5. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Go. 10's the mic. 10's the mic. Hey, echo. Mike 10. Mike 10. Mike 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Wilder. Finding Knox there, complete.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harper. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
A couple of first downs right in succession. And this is an offense that can really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation. and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Wilder. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Off the play fake. Wilder. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. He's at the 50, 30, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Off play action. Wilder. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Harper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Back to throw. Wilder. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. He's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 28. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw from his end zone. Wilder. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. And keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
When a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Etienne looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And his first carry, he loses the football. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Travis Etienne,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
On first down, Wilder. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Wilder. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Off the play fake. Wilder. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And oh, he coughed it up. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose? And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside of the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line. But this is just going to make things worse.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll go again with Etienne. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wilder, he's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Off play action. Wilder out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 2nd and goal from the 1. From the gun, Wilder. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Browns 28, Ravens 15.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Partner, pretty solid, convincing win here in this one. We did have some excitement down to the very end, though. This game ended on a rare onside kick, but they didn't recover it.
And they were in great shape anyway, but going ahead and recovering, finishing things off, being part of that good hands team, it's an honor, but you want to make sure you do actually recover the ball.
Well, I'm just glad that it gave us a little something there at the end because this one was over beforehand.
You're right. You're exactly right. Down the stretch, last one. Yeah, that gives us a little something to bounce out of here on.
So for Cleveland, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.